Hello everyone, nice to meet you all. If you don't know me, then you would not know who I am. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Ikhsan Kamil. Everyone call me Ikhsan, or you can simply call me Ikhsan, whatever you want. I'm 19 years old now. I was born in Bandung on 1 March 2002 at Boromeus Hospital. My family consists of my mother, father, and me. Beginning with my mother, she is very kind of people. She loves to help each other every time, even with she's family and friend. She likes to cook and is extremely innovative even in that aspect. She's the anchor of our house and is definitely the driving force for our family. My father is very responsible people. He is quiet person, but when he is angry, he will not talk to every family member until he realizes. But he loves all of us and everyone love him. Now I'm staying in Cianjuang at Cibaligo Permairaya Street. Okay, I will tell you about my educational background. I graduated from SMK Negeri 2 Kota Bandung in 2020. After that, I spent whole time for study, at least 1 year, because I know that I'm not good at all in academics for continuing to university. But finally, I can pass UTBK test in 2021, and now I'm continuing study to Polytechnic Negeri Bandung. In Polytechnic Negeri Bandung, my major is telecommunication engineering. Honestly, it is my choice, but I feel left behind in academics if I compare to others, especially in my class. Since it is my choice, I should have to deal with it. Now, let's move on to other topics. My hobbies are listening to music, watching movies, and doing research about some things. I really enjoy listening to music because music gives me a mood booster whenever I feel bored of something. And what kind of music that I like? Well, I like genre metal, especially metalcore and post-hardcore. What band that I like? I like asking Alexandria Band. I love the songs of Asking Alexandria Band. Why metal? Because those kind of music can give me courage and motivation for doing something. Also, I really like doing research about something, especially researching and learning about computer. Recently, I'm interested to Linux. What is Linux? Linux is an operating system. In fact, one of the most popular platform on the planet is Android. Yes, Android is using Linux, you know? And an operating system is software that manage all of the hardware resources associated with your desktop or laptop. To put it simply, the operating system manages the communication between your software and your hardware. Now, I am researching about Linux distribution and learned a lot of Linux from internet and community in social media. And for my future perspective career, I want to be a server administrator on a big company, such as Google, I think. Yeah, Google. Okay, that's all for me. Thanks for listening to my story. Bandung is one of the most important towns in Indonesia and the capital of West Java province. It is placed with inside the highland of West Java at an elevation of 750 meters. In a scenic region, Bandung is likewise regarded as Flower City or Kota Kembang in bahasa Indonesia. Bandung is very interesting place. If you like some shopping, you can visit Dago and Cihamplas. Cihamplas Street is one of the famous apparel shop location. These shops are popular for their cheap price. If you go to upper part of Dago, you will see a lot of cafe too. These cafes are famous because you can enjoy tasty food and Bandung's beautiful view at the same time. The air cold and fresh, especially in my home. There are almost 50 better academic establishments in Bandung. Some of the fine universities are Bandung Institute of Technology or ITB, the University of Pajajaran or UNPAD, and Parahyangan Catholic University. In the north of Bandung, Bosca Observatory is the handiest observatory in Indonesia. The observatory was covered as part of the branch of astronomy in Bandung Institute Technology (ITB). Bandung is mentioned for its angklung bamboo orchestra and its lifestyles of classical Sundanese theater, dance, and gamelan music. Bandung, which has lately been named because Paris of Java due to its colorful cultural life, now struggles with developing traffic, pollution, and different city problems. Another place that you can visit is Lembang. It is located a little bit outside Bandung city and famous for the cool air, which is perfect for holidays. Lembang is also famous for cow's milk, baked sticky rice, and also strawberry plantation. In the strawberry plantation, you can pick and eat any strawberries you want for some amount of money that you have to pay. You can also eat some food made from strawberries. The strawberries plantation causes more and more tourists to come to Bandung. And Bandung is also famous for tea plantation in the mountains such as Tangkuban Parahu and Kawah Putih. Japan is country that I want to visit in the future because I like the culture in Japan and the place is so beautiful. The one of the most beautiful city in Japan that I want to visit is Osaka and Kyoto. Especially in Kyoto, I want to visit to Amano Hashidate and Kiyomizudera Temple. Amano Hashidate is a pine covered by sandbar that spans the mouth of Miyazu Bay in scenic. And Kiyomizudera Temple is best known for its wooden stage that juts out from its main hall, 13 meters above the hillside below. It's such a beautiful place that I want to visit. The culture that I like in Japan is car culture, GDM, Japanese Domestic Market. Yes, GDM, especially Honda cars. In Osaka, there is Kanyozoku, known better as Kanjo Racer or Kanyozoku, gather at an unspecified location and put their skill to the rest in tests in all-out madness on these highways. Yes, in the highways. Yes, Kanjuzoku is familiar with Honda Civic and, and racing in the highway or circuit. Yes, they race in the circuit too. Okay, let's talk about Japan mythology. Japan was founded by Emperor Jimmu, 7th century BC. Emperor Jimmu, Japanese monarchy began the chain of unbroken until now. Even though, throughout its history, for most of the real power in the hands of the member of the court, the shogun, the military, and entered the modern age in the hands of the prime minister. According to the Japanese Constitution of 1957, Japan is a constitutional monarchy under the leadership of the Emperor of Japan in the Japanese parliament. As the country forward in the economic field, Japan has the largest gross domestic product second only to the United States and entered in the order of three large shopping in balance ability. Japan is a member of United States Nation G8, OECD, and APAC. Japanese have a sufficient military force complete with modern defense systems such as Aegis and school a large fleet of destroyers. In overseas trade, Japan is ranked the fourth largest exporting country and ranked sixth in the world's largest importing country. As a developed country, Japan's population has a high standard of living, ranked 8th in the Human Development Index, and the highest life expectancy in the world according to UN estimates. In the field of technology, Japan is a developed country in the fields of telecommunication, machinery, and robotics. Well, in the future, I hope I can go to Japan and also work in Japan or maybe live in Japan because I very in love in Japan. Okay, thank you. Jimi Hendrix. It is my favorite guitarist. He has a long curly hair. Jimi Hendrix. It is my favorite guitarist. He has a long curly hair. His complexion is dark and his fashion is really unique. Hendrix was a master. Many still consider him to be the best electric player that ever picked up the instrument. To me and many others, I think it's not even what he was playing. It was his feel and articulation and his style of playing and approach to the instrument. He was one of the first electric guitarists as an artist. No one sounds like him, and no one ever will. There are certain milestones in music, and he was one of the most influential players of all time. Anyone that learns rock guitar is probably playing some lick that was in part at least influenced by Hendrix. Also, me too. On the book I've read from a book called A Room Full of Mirror. Jimi Hendrix, born on November 27, 1000. Jimi Hendrix, born on November 27, 1942 at Seattle Kings County Hospital, was later renamed James Marshall by his father. His father's name is James Al Hendrix. Young Jimmy took an interest in music, drawing influence from virtually every major artist at the time, including B.B. King, Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, Buddy Holly, and Robert Johnson. Entirely self-taught, Jimmy's inability to read music made him concentrate even harder on the music he heard. Al took notice of Jimmy's interest in the guitars, recalling, "I used to have Jimmy clean up the bedroom all the time while I was gone, and when I would come home, I would find a lot of broom straws away around the foot of the bed. I'd say to him, I well, didn't you sweep up the floor?" And he'd say, "Oh yeah, he did." But I found out later that he used to be sitting at the end of the bed there and strumming the broom like he was playing guitar. Al found an old one-string ukulele which he gave to Jimmy to play, a huge improvement over the broom. By the summer of 1948, Al had purchased Jimmy a $5 second-hand acoustic guitar from one of his friends. Shortly thereafter, Jimmy joined his first band, the 12 Tones. After a 3-month stint with the group, Jimmy left to pursue his own interests. The following summer, Al purchased Jimmy his first electric guitar, a Supro Ozark 1000 and 560S. Jimmy used it when he joined the Rocking Kings. Long story short, Jimi Hendrix spent the night before his death drinking wine and smoking hashish with his girlfriend Monica Danima. The pair left her London apartment in the Samarkand Hotel in Notting Hill to attend a party hosted by the singer's business associates and returned at around 3 a.m. The next morning, Hendrix was dead on his own vomit after taking too many sleeping pills. Likely an accident, at least that was the autopsy said. Some believe Hendrix, disillusioned with the music industry, committed suicide. It's very sad. Well, it's from me describing my favorite idol. Okay, this is my laptop. This is not only my laptop, but also my family laptop. This laptop has AMD E350 processor, dual core with 1.6 GHz, and RAM is 4 gig with a graphic card AMD HD 6310. This laptop I usually use for study and doing talks in university, and also is slow laptop but is still usable for my tasks. And this laptop has 30 centimeter height for vertical and 20 centimeter height for horizontal. Thank you.